Hey everyone, it's Matt here from Gamer Matt TV, and I'm just making a quick video because there was a Nintendo Direct show today, and I just thought I could talk about it, I guess. The Pokemon themed video that I'm going to be making is still happening, so it's going to come later this week, but it's just going to be like a quick little thing. I'm going to talk about the show, all the plans that Nintendo has about new releases, new game stuff, and from there. Now the first thing is that there was a lot of games that they announced in this 50-minute show. They can really stuff a lot in 50 minutes, so I'm gonna go over a few of them and gauge my interest, what have you. And we'll start off with what they started off with first, which was there's a Xenoblade 2 announcement they made with the characters Pyra and Mythra, who will be joining in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as new characters. They both have their own little attack range of attacks. It looks like it's going to be using a kind of a swap feature where you can swap between Pyra and Mythra back and forth throughout the fight. And also coming is a Xenoblade 2 stage, and I like that. I haven't actually played Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in a long time. Like, for example, I don't have like a lot of the characters that they've introduced. So I don't know. Maybe I'll pick it back up again. Who knows? So the next one. The next one is Fall Guys coming to Nintendo Switch. I don't really need to tell you about the popularity of Fall Guys. It's a big game. Only on PC, and it will be coming in Nintendo Switch in summer of 2021. So, if anyone who hasn't played the games yet, still want to, it's there. The next one is also coming in summer 2021, which is The Outer Wilds. If we're speaking of other previously released games coming to Nintendo Switch, it's The Outer Wilds. I haven't played The Outer Wilds. I sometimes get them mixed up with The Outer Worlds, which I love. But there's another thing there. Now, the next ones that Nintendo had revealed were really interesting because these are two mystery games that I guess were released originally on the Famicom, and they're coming to North America for the first time. And they are the two games are called the Famicom Detective Club, The Missing Heir, and Famicom Detective Club, The Girl Who Stands Behind It. These are kind of like supernatural, I guess, like horror based. One of them's in the haunted village, so there's a couple of mystery games where you can, I guess you can strategize different social circles, with different people. You'll be speaking with suspects, unraveling clues to solve these two different mysteries. So the first one, there's The Missing Heir, which involves a murder case, a wealthy family, a haunted village, while you yourself are dealing with amnesia. The second one, which is The Girl Who Stands Behind It, is a lot more supernatural, where it involves rumors surrounding a death of a student at a school, and basically unraveling through these sinister nightmares. Honestly, they seem like really interesting. I might even want to pick them up and try it. They're both localized in English. which means there's like text underneath. Like it sounds like it's still in Japanese audio, but the text boxes will be in English. So that's how they localized it, and those are coming May 14th. And the next one is Samurai Warriors 5 is going to come this summer. The new installment in the Samurai Warriors series from Koei Tecmo. A lot like Dynasty Warriors, except this one seems to have a bit more work put into it because the visuals are a lot different. Looks like a bit of a cell shading style to it. And honestly, it looks great. I've recently become like really fond of the Dynasty Warriors series. Dynasty Warriors 8 is great. We won't talk about 9. And so another one that I might really want to look into, which is Samurai Warriors 5, coming to Nintendo Switch in the summer at some point. And then they had a huge thing for Monster Hunter Rise, which is coming March 26th. Also released March 26th is a special edition Switch and special edition Pro Controller, and they're both being released the same day. So Monster Hunter Rise looks great. Never really got into the series, but I know there are a lot of fans out there who will probably really enjoy the look of this game and probably check it out. The next one after that, we have Mario Golf Super Rush. It's a new game in the Mario Golf series, if you know about Mario Golf. Of course, I'll have like the whole range of different Mario characters: Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, whatever. And this one will have motion controls where you basically just swing your Joy-Con like a golf club. That's all it is. It'll also feature one new system called Speed Golf, which is just every player is golfing at the same time and racing to pot the ball in as little holes as possible, like regular golf, except you're not taking turns, you're golfing at the same time. So think about like there's this one game where it's like golfing with friends and they're all doing the same thing. That's what it is, but it's Mario. And another new feature for Mario Golf Super Rush is a story mode where you can play as your own customizable me, and it's a fully customizable character. You level up with experience, and you can tweak your different attributes like stamina, like swing speed, swing power, what have you, as a me, and you're playing in different story challenges, and that is coming June 25th. The next game that Nintendo announced it's probably one of the more interesting ones, honestly. Probably one of the ones that interested me the most. It's called Neon White. And in Neon White, basically you are an assassin. I guess you were hired by heaven. You're in heaven, you're an assassin, and you're killing demons. The most interesting part about this is because the combat system is used is a card system. You're picking certain cards to do certain attacks. You're sacrificing different cards to do more special attacks. And I think what makes it one of the more interesting games that Nintendo announced tonight, because it adds a different sort of strategy. Saving certain cards for the right moments and not using one card and then using different cards. So honestly, I think Neon White might be the most interesting thing they've revealed today, and I'm definitely looking forward to this one. It is coming in the winter, and yeah, honestly, really cool. And anyone who plays a lot of Animal Crossing, for the 35th anniversary, Super Mario themed items are coming to Animal Crossing New Horizons. So anything from costumes, Mario themed furnitures like coin blocks. They're also getting warp pipes. The warp pipes allow you to, teleport yourself to different parts of your island. And those are releasing February 25th, but the items aren't going to be available until March 1st. I was a little confused by that, but there you go. Super Mario themed items are coming to Animal Crossing New Horizons. Exciting stuff. The next one is codenamed Project Triangle Strategy. Now, what I thought at first was this was a follow-up to Octopath Traveler because the visuals looked different, but then you keep watching and then the gameplay becomes like a new tactical RPG. It's coming in 2022 and it has a working title, so we don't know what it is yet, but I'm gonna be honest with you, once I've seen it and once you've seen it, it looks a lot like Final Fantasy Tactics. Not to get anyone's hopes up who are fans of that series, but it's very Final Fantasy Tactics-like. It looks really good. Like, the visuals are great, the art style is great, but I'm kind of hoping it is and isn't. I don't know, it's complicated. I've been hoping for a new Final Fantasy Tactics, but I also hope that this is a completely original title. But for now, it's called Project Triangle Strategy, coming in 2022, and it's a brand new tactical RPG from Square Enix, and that's all anybody knows. So there it is. So there's the one after that, where it is a Star Wars competitive multiplayer called Star Wars Hunters. It takes place between episodes 6 and 7 of the Star Wars canon, and it's coming in 2021. Star Wars multiplayer. I don't know. The next one is called Knockout City, coming May 21st, 2021, and it looks like a multiplayer based ball passing game with a lot of animated characters. It didn't really hold my attention that much. I'm not really into multiplayer games. Now this next one, next to Neon White and Project Triangle Strategy, is also a really, really interesting game to me. This is like a side-scrolling action survival game, kind of. It starts off, you have 12 kids, they're in an underwater theme park trying to make it out. So they do make it out, because that's not what the actual game is. These kids get out to Japan or Tokyo, and they find it abandoned. So then that's when the real part of the game starts, where you're looking into everyone's disappearance. Where'd everybody go? What's going on? And that's when it turns into a side-scrolling action adventure type game with a lot of mystery elements. I think that's a super cool concept for a story, and it's one of the 3 most interesting games that Nintendo announced today. Along with Neon White and Project Triangle Strategy is probably the one I'm most excited for, to be honest with you. Amongst like game after game after game after game, there's a lot of games in this one. Okay, the next one we have they have the physical release for Hades, coming March 19th. Some extra content is like a character compendium, includes information of all the characters in the game, and a game soundtrack. So there's that. You have the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection, which includes Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 and 3. All the DLC, so all costumes, skins, whatever, came with it. They're all included in the Master Collection, which is good. And that's coming June 10th. And this is probably one of the ones that they're really into, which is new content for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. And it is an expansion pass. Just going to be premiering May 28th, I think. Anyway, it's a $20 expansion pass, and there's going to be 2 purchase bonuses. Because of course, there's the new Link costume and a new Link weapon, which will be coming to you May 28th. And the expansion pass is coming in 2 waves, so a lot like the Pokemon Sword and Shield expansion pass. There's 2 waves of it. First one coming in June includes an expanded roster, new weapon types, new challenges, and new enemies. And then wave 2, which is coming in November, includes new character vignettes, new stages, a further expanded roster, and new battle skills for all the characters that were already there. I mean, I'm always up for more content for anything Hyrule Warriors. I love the first Hyrule Warriors. Age of Calamity was great, and it's just more stuff from Omega Force and Tecmo Koei that isn't Dynasty Warriors 9. So I'm up for that. I like it. That along with Samurai Warriors 5. Looks like they're starting to turn ahead and do better, hopefully. These games are a lot like classic Dynasty Warriors and not like Dynasty Warriors 9, which is always good. So yeah, I'm up for it. Okay. Next up is another little reel of games that they just whipped off, one right after the other. It started off with Bravely Default 2, which is coming February 26th. If you like Bravely Default, that's great. New one's coming. The next one is something I never thought I'd see ever, which is Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection. Now, I think what I understood it's a sequel, not a remaster of the original Ghosts and Goblins. There's new characters that will be able to help you out. It has co-op, so I'm guessing a lot of the challenge of the first Ghosts and Goblins will be taken out. I mean, you can debate about that if you want. Honestly, I'm all for more accessibility. And that one's coming February 25th. And then another game that I haven't heard of is being remastered. Saga Frontier Remastered is coming April 15th. And then Apex Legends is coming to the Switch on March 9th. So now the show's starting to wrap up, and they bring out the producer for the Legend of Zelda series, Eiji Aonuma, and basically he just comes right out and says there's no Breath of the Wild anything. We got nothing for you. He does say though that the development's going smoothly and they should have stuff later this year, which is nice. It would have been nice to get some update. It would have been nice to get like something visual for Breath of the Wild 2, but it is what it is. So instead of Breath of the Wild 2 anything, they decide to give us a little. They decided to tide us over for a while with Skyward Sword HD. It's coming July 16th. Skyward Sword is one of the Zelda games I actually missed out on. yeah, I missed Skyward Sword. It's not like I didn't have the system for it, I just didn't play it, unfortunately, so now I guess this is my second chance. I've heard like back and forth, like polarizing things with Skyward Sword, because some people didn't like the like full integration or the forced integration of the motion control with the nunchuck and the Wii remote working as your sword and your shield. And some people really liked it, some people really don't. I'm personally excited to try it out because they are bringing back that same motion control. Let's look at this. No. Your right Joy-Con is going to be your sword, so you're swinging it around, you're performing all your attacks. Your left Joy-Con will be your shield, so you're raising it up and you're blocking attacks. But thankfully they do acknowledge that some people will be using Switch Lites, so they won't be able to use Joy-Cons because they don't have Joy-Cons. So they also have an option for you to switch to button presses. So if you didn't like the motion controls of the original Skyward Sword, then they got you covered. You can just use the buttons. It may be kind of like maybe in dock mode you may have to use the motion controls. I don't know, they didn't explain that well. But at least if you're in handheld mode or you have a Switch Lite, you can use buttons. And for those of you who still want to try the new motion control with the sword and shield, raising it up and whatever, then you can do that too. Again, Skyward Sword HD coming July 16th, 2021, and that's when I'm definitely gonna pick that one up and play it, because I never have, and I wish I had. Also coming July 16th are special Joy-Cons. They made special Joy-Cons. They're basically just designed after Link's Master Sword and Shield. So the right Joy-Con will have Master Sword designs, and the left one will have Hylian Shield designs, and you know, that's all it is. And that'll be also be releasing on the same date as the HD game. So, and then Nintendo closes off by announcing Splatoon 3. I never played any of the Splatoon games, so I don't know anything about that, but it's Splatoon. You're a little squid person and you're shooting paint at people. And that's it. They showed some footage. Didn't look like gameplay footage, but honestly, rendered footage and gameplay footage for Splatoon always look the same anyway. And that's coming in 2022. And that's where Nintendo wrapped it up. So yeah, 50 minutes of Nintendo Direct presentations and a lot of games. Got pages of notes of games. So a lot of interesting stuff, a lot of interesting announcements. There's a lot of new games that definitely piqued my interest. Neon White, those two Famicom mystery games, Project Triangle. So I'm gonna wrap this up myself. I just wanted to get on and talk about Nintendo Direct. My video for the Pokemon Day, where I discuss what's next for Pokemon on February 27th. That video is going to be a lot like this one. I'm just going to be talking. Nothing too fancy, nothing too complicated. No, mostly uncut. And you're still gonna get a Pokemon themed video later this week. So anyone's watching, thanks for checking this out. No, it wasn't the most refined thing, but I just wanted to get on and talk about stuff. So yeah, for those watching, hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.